Hi guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel, Glam By Sam. If you're new here, don't forget to click subscribe if you want new beauty videos every Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday. And if you are already a subscriber, then of course, hi, welcome back. So glad you're watching again. So for today's video, we are going to be talking about my holy grail everyday makeup products. So these are basically makeup products that I use mostly on an everyday basis and that I just love so much that I cannot live without them basically. So if you want to see my holy grail everyday makeup products, then please keep watching. So I'm going to start with foundation. And the first foundation that is my favorite foundation of all time is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. So I have mine in the shade 2 Neutral, and this is actually also the foundation I'm wearing right now, and it is the foundation I'm wearing in most of my videos. Now the reason why I love this foundation so much is because it is pretty full coverage, but it still looks so natural on my skin, and it seems to work really well for my skin type. I usually take one small pump of this and that is enough for my entire face. I don't like to apply too much of this product because if you apply too much then it can maybe look a little bit cakey, but for me a little bit goes such a long way, and that's like the other reason why I think this foundation is also like a really great value. So this one also has a pretty long shelf life of 18 months, so it does last a long time. And like when you see my videos, this is usually the foundation that I'm wearing. So once again, that is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Foundation. And then in that same category, I have my Colourpop Tinted Moisturizer. Now I love wearing foundations for videos and everything, but sometimes I just want something that is a little bit less coverage, and then I usually always reach for this Colourpop Pretty Fresh Tinted Moisturizer. So this has hyaluronic acid, so it is really like hydrating, and I have mine in the shade Light 6W. Now the big advantage of this is the price. It is like really comparable to drugstore prices. I believe this retails for $14 or $16. And Colourpop has been doing sales pretty frequently. So I really recommend this tinted moisturizer. I think it is really amazing and it lasts pretty well on the skin. It is light coverage, but it still gives some coverage and it just looks really nice and natural on the skin. So that is the Pretty Fresh Tinted Moisturizer. And then another one of my all-time favorite makeup products that I use every day is by Makeup Revolution, and I've talked about this a lot on my channel. But this is the Conceal and Define Full Coverage Concealer, and this is actually the super size version. I have mine in shade C1 and C2, and I like both of these shades. One is a little bit lighter and 2 is a little bit more of my own skin tone. So when I want something a little bit more brightening, I usually go with C1, and if I want something that is like matching my skin tone, I usually go with C2. Now I actually have been wearing this concealer on its own a lot as well, so I just put it underneath my eyes and like on my forehead, chin and everything. Then I just blend it out and I add some powder on top, and it just always looks so good, and I just love this concealer because it is also super inexpensive. I just don't like spending a lot of money on concealers, so for me this is totally worth the price and this is one of my favorite products. The next product that is like my go-to product, one of my favorites, is by Fenty Beauty, and this is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r powder in the shade Butter. I don't see too many people use this powder, but I got this last year and it's really nice, and one of the reasons why I love this is because it lasts such a long time. There's so much product in here. There are 7.8 grams, which doesn't really sound like a lot, but I've almost had this for an entire year now. There is still product in here. I have the shade Butter, which is more of a yellow undertone, and it's a really nice shade for my skin tone. I wear this powder all the time. I also like the Flower Beauty one, but I feel like it's a little bit more like full coverage. And this one doesn't really give coverage, it just gives like a nice mattifying effect to the face. Of course, like on days like this where it's super warm, I'm like sweating anyways, so I have to like retouch this a few more times during the day, which I don't always do. If you want your face to stay matte, then you have to reapply this a couple times during the day when it's really warm. But I think that's the case with every powder, so I just really love this, and I think I will definitely repurchase it when it is finished. The only thing I don't like is the packaging. This gets really messy, and then when you open it up, like, the powder flies everywhere. But for the rest, this is a really nice powder, and I'm happy to have it in my collection. Then if I could only keep like one bronzer and highlighter, this is the product I would keep, and this is the Charlotte Tilbury Mini Filmstar Bronze in Glow. And I've mentioned this a lot of times on my channel yet, but I'll show it just in case you don't know what it looks like. This is just a lovely bronzer shade. It is the perfect mix between like a sort of contour shade and a bronzer, so it's a really nice neutral shade. And then the highlighter is super pretty too. I'm not wearing that highlighter today, but I actually wear it a lot in my videos, and I think if you're looking for a nice bronzer and highlighter, then this is definitely a nice value, because I believe this retails for 25 or 30 euros, but there's quite some product in here. I've had this product since December, and I don't think I'm close to hitting pan on this yet, so I think this is definitely a nice value if you don't want to buy like the full size Filmstar Bronze in Glow, because that one is a lot more expensive. Then my all-time favorite eyeshadow palette are the Charlotte Tilbury Luxury Eye Quads, and the reason why I chose this is not necessarily because this formula is so much better than Colourpop, for instance. They are just so convenient. So these little quads of course have 4 different shades. So usually what I do is I put the matte like through the crease and everything. Then I take one of the shimmer shades, just apply them to the lid, and then sometimes I go over it with the pop shade. And these palettes are just so nice if you don't want to think about what eye look you can do. I mean, having a lot of eyeshadow palettes can sometimes get a little overwhelming. So when I want to do my makeup very quickly, I usually grab one of these quads because they're so nice. I have a couple of them. This one is in Exaggerize, which is a really nice everyday quad. I also love Fire Rose. It is so beautiful. I think I'll be wearing that one a lot during the fall and winter time. So when you're looking for like a nice eyeshadow palette that is really easy to work with and just easy to create like a cohesive look with, then definitely take a look at the Charlotte Tilbury quads, because for me they're totally worth the price, and these also have a 30-month shelf life. Any last product I want to mention in my holy grail everyday makeup product is a lipstick from Charlotte Tilbury. And these are the like matte lipsticks from Charlotte Tilbury. I have this one in the shade Very Victoria, but I think I like my Pillow Talk lipstick just as much. I've been wearing that one a lot too. You can see this one I've used a lot, and these are so lovely. I know I'm mentioning a lot of Charlotte Tilbury products in this video, and I'm not sponsored by them, but their products are just so easy to work with and they're so comfortable to wear. And this lipstick formula I think is like my favorite lipstick formula ever. They wear so nicely on the lips, they stay on pretty well, and they are just really comfortable and they look really nice. So this is definitely a shade I recommend getting if you're interested. So this is what it looks like. It's a gorgeous everyday lipstick with like a pinky undertone. I really love the undertone of this lipstick, and this one is just so lovely to wear. So if you are looking for a nice everyday lipstick, then I definitely recommend checking out the Charlotte Tilbury lipsticks. Okay guys, and this was it for my holy grail everyday makeup products video. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching and find it interesting. I would love to hear what your favorite everyday makeup product is. So if you did enjoy this video, then I would absolutely love it if you gave it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell if you don't want to miss any of my videos. All of these things would help me so much with my channel, and I'd really appreciate it. But with that said, I want to thank you guys all so much for watching. I really hope you have an amazing day, and I really hope to see you on my next video. Bye!